Hi students, and welcome to lesson 6, Andrew Jackson versus the National Bank, or the Bank of the United States. So basically the bank was partly owned by the federal government, and it had monopoly of federal deposits, okay? And it really was a tool for the rich and the wealthy. So Jackson thought that the bank benefited the rich at the expense of farmers and workers, as well as smaller state banks. He felt that the bank stood in the way of opportunity for capitalists in the West or the frontier in other regions. He also thought that the bank's president, Nicholas Biddle, was everything. He didn't trust him, and it was everything Jackson wasn't. This man was wealthy, upper class, well educated, and widely traveled. So the bank's contract was due to come up for renewal in 1836, and Jackson might have waited after his reelection to actually go after the bank, but it was Henry Clay, who was planning to run for president at this time in 1832, to decided to push the issue with this contract coming up for renewal for the bank in 1832. So this Henry Clay pushed a bill through Congress that renewed the bank's contract for 4 years early, basically. And he thought if Jackson signed the bill, the farmers who shared his dislike of banks would not reelect him. So if Jackson vetoed the bill, he would lose votes from business people who depended on the banks for loans. What Clay had forgotten at this time was that there were many more poor farmers to vote than rich bankers and business people. So Jackson ends up vetoing this bill for the bank. And so this doesn't cause him not to win the next election, because he does in 1832. He does win the next election, presidential election. What he ends up doing then is that Jackson in 1833 then orders the Secretary of the Treasury, to remove all the federal deposits or money from the bank and put that into state banks. So Jackson's enemies ends up calling these state banks that he puts this money into pet banks, because it's the president's supporters were running them. Something that happens, I guess, as because of this Jackson and not renewing the National Bank contract, is that they have the Panic of 1837. And basically this is a huge recession in which there's a lot of unemployment. So there are a lot of people without jobs, and that went way high up, and the wages and prices went way down. So this recession lasts for quite a while. So this is Jackson versus the National Bank, and again, just another issue that he has in his presidency. Okay, you will be doing lesson section 6 today in your homework. That will be on Teams. It's just like every other one that you have done for this. You'll have 2 speech bubbles that you will need to provide information in. And again, that'll be a PDF that you'll need to save and attach in Teams. Thanks, and have a great day.